Hello folks, my name is Travis and welcome to this edition of Hope on Wheels. In this edition of Hope on Wheels, I'm going to talk about something that hopefully will interest most of you, but let me start out by saying I've been attending a lot of conferences lately and been doing lately, meaning over the past 2 years, let me be more specific on that I've had this position here at Hope Community Resources. At every panel that I've attended, though, every panel at every summit that I've ever done, um, I constantly get asked, either on the panel, while I'm on the panel, or afterwards, about the assistive technology that I have, and what grants did I get in order to get most of it. Well, the truth is, I did get a grant for most of the equipment that I do currently have. Matter of fact, I've already done a video that if you want to know what the grant was and what the process was, feel free to go on to my vlog, and it's the second video I ever put on my vlog at the very beginning at the bottom of my video list. But that's not what this video is about. What this video is about is I've had people say, well, that's all well and good, but how do you continually get technology? I mean, how do you afford it? Because, there are many grants out there that you can apply for and things like that, but it's a long process, and you seem to be just, even with, working part-time, able to afford other pieces of technology on your own. Well, there's a lot of ways to do that. Amazon has technology that I use that can be fairly inexpensive. They don't do payment options or things like that. But for bigger ticket options, there is a website and a company that I like to buy from, and I don't do it a lot, but if I'm looking to buy something that is hugely expensive, and I know I can afford it, but I can't afford the whole thing all at once, there's one way that I do this. And that's what the video is about. I'm going to show you, just an idea on what I recommend on how to do something. Nothing says that this method that I use is going to work for everybody, but it's just an option if you want to buy something that you would consider adaptive for yourself that would work for you, but you can't afford it all at once. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what that looks like, and then talk a little bit more at the end of the video on the subject. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my screen over to so that you can see the option. Okay, as you can see on my screen here, I have up the website Home Shopping Network. Now this website, get rid of this pop-up, there we go. This website is not going to solve every need that you might have for everything. But when you consider, making your home life easier for your, being more independent, this is a website I love to go to because they do what's called payment installments, or 6 flex pays, as you see on the screen here. They call it flex pays, but another way to think of it, like I said, is payment installments. But you're paying a fee on whatever item you buy. If it has a flex pay option, you're paying a portion of it up until the end of their payment options. And I'll show you what that means here in a second. Let me pull up something that I'm looking at buying and you'll see what I mean. Okay, here we go. Like this item here. This is the one thing about HSN that drives me nuts, is they constantly have pop-ups that happen. But anyway, this item here, folks, this is the Roomba robot, okay? And this is a robot vacuum that would allow someone like us to use our phone, use our echoes to vacuum our place ourselves if we are physically challenged. Or let's say you want to vacuum, but you don't want to do it when you're in the house because you have your walker, your wheelchair, whatever. You can tell this vacuum to vacuum while you're gone, and it all be done for you. And then it docks in a docking station, which is this right here, and it will vacuum everything into a bag, in a collection bag here, that tower that you see, and then you're good to go. You can just empty the little bag out of the top. But as you can see here, it's like $799. Well, most people that receive, that are challenged in a variety of different ways, receive benefits. And $799 is not something you can easily afford all in one shot. That's not an expense that's easily doable. Well, with HSN, you can come down here and you'll see something where it says, you can buy this item and pay the $799 at once, or you come down here and they'll break it out to, in this case, it sometimes will go to 6 flex pays, or it goes to 4 flex pays of 200. Now again, you don't have to do this model. They have other models, and the flex pays will be different with each one. I'll show you an example. Like, let me back up here. You can do this model. It doesn't have the stand, but this model is $599, and you can do a single payment of $599, and or if you're limited, you can do 4 payments of $150 a month. It really just depends on what you're wanting to do. The nice part about them is on a lot of their items they do accept PayPal. You have to have an account set up in order to look and see if that's an option. I like to use PayPal for some things. The Roomba is something I'm looking into getting. But the whole idea behind this, folks, is just to show you there are ways you can break up things for big ticket items that can be assistive technology that you can afford more easily, not perfectly, but easily on your own without having to always get a grant. The stuff is still expensive, yes, but there are ways you can break this up. And this is a method that I use to make my life even easier, when it comes to buying bigger pieces of technology. There we go. It didn't want to switch over. Sorry about that, folks. Computer technical difficulty. But the whole idea behind this quick little video that I was doing was just to show you an easier way to buy things that can be assistive. And what I consider assistive technology isn't what everybody will consider assistive technology. But if you're looking at big ticket items and ways for you to like vacuum or cook or clean, HSN does their payment system, and I'm telling you, I bought big ticket items from them in the past, and they're very good. The FlexPay system does work. It's not bad. They're honest. They're straight on time. If I were you, I would seriously consider looking at that, because that gives you a way to afford something that is going to help you or something that you want, but that is more expensive, and you don't have to pay for the whole thing all at once, because it is that expensive. So again, it's just an idea, folks. Nothing says you have to do what I'm recommending either. I mean, you could, go a different route if you want, but I'm recommending this because it's something that gives you flexibility, basically, without having to go through the hassle of getting a grant of any kind. You can get grants. The mini grants are great. They work well. But for me, honestly, sometimes it's just more of a pain to do that than to just spend my own money to buy something. And some of you may say, well, that's all well and good, but I don't have that kind of money. Again, I'm not saying this method works for everybody. This is just a way to make things easier if you want to do something on your own and you have some flexibility. There are ways to do this without having to go get a big grant all the time to get what you want. And it's still considered, in my mind, adaptive technology. But anyway, folks, I'm not going to talk for very much longer here because I don't want to make this video too long. But like I said, HSN is how I buy a lot of my technology pieces, just because I can break it up into more manageable payments. It's a lot easier for me to do that. I'm going to end this video on that note. If you have any questions or anything, you can leave them down in the comments below, or you can email me at tnoah@hopealaska.org, and I will get back to you with answers as soon as possible. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next installment of Hope on Wheels. Take care and have a good day.